No, when you're dead, is that the end of life?
Yes.
And how do you know that?
Well, how do you know it's not?
I'm asking you, how do you know that?
I accept that.
No, it's not accepting. How are you certain that's the truth?
It's good enough for me.
It's not about good enough. How are you certain?
Good enough for me.
No, how are you certain? Certain.
For today.
So basically, you're not certain.
I'm positive. I'm saying I don't care.
No. Look. That's what I'm saying is, you don't care is your belief system.
Yeah.
But that may not be the truth.
I'm an anarchist.
That may not be the truth, though. The truth is something independent of your whether you like it or not. That tree can exist independent of whether you like it or not.
I agree.
Good. So the hereafter,
And that
heaven
will
and
die
hell,
like me.
heaven and hell
But will it
is
go to heaven?
independent of what you like or not. So if you find yourself that once you die, that's not the end of it, you'll be too late, mate.
Too late for what?
Too late to say, oh, I haven't done what I'm supposed to do.
Which was?
Okay, what is the
Not be
purpose?
gay.
Okay, what is the purpose of your life?
My country is the world. My religion is to do good. How's that?
What is the
Thomas
purpose?
Paine, English philosopher.
No, what is the
How's that?
purpose of your life?
Just told you. I'll
And
follow him.
who decided that purpose for you?
Free will.
No. If I say my purpose is to be nice to everyone, and someone says my purpose is to kill everyone because I don't like people because of what happened to me, people can make up their purposes, but it's not a purpose that has been made by the one who created you.
So you're talking predestination.
So who created you and the universe?
You're talking predestination.
No, I'm asking you, simple, who created you and the universe?
The Big Bang. Who knows? Who cares?
It's not about who cares, who created it?
Well, which God do you want me to choose?
No, you have to be certain.
Well, which God?
It's not about which God. You cannot claim who cares, because who cares is actually being arrogant enough to say, I don't really want to know the answer. Who cares is being arrogant and stubborn at the same time saying, I'm not interested in the answer. But if you are created for a purpose and you don't fulfill that purpose, when you confront yourself in reality after your death, you will have nothing to justify your belief.
And how about Neolithic
You will be in a
man?
mess.
How about Neolithic man?
No, you will be in a mess.
Were they Muslims?
Wait, slow down. Slow down.
350,000 years.
Wait.
Must have been like Homo erectus before that.
Look.
We were,
So now you are now coming up with some support from these evolutionary models, right? That's what you're saying. Where did matter come from? Who created matter? Matter cannot create by itself. Imagine matter created by itself when it was nothing. When it was nothing, it created itself. It makes no sense. You are an intelligent person, and you should very well know that something cannot create itself while it was nothing. So this matter that is all around giving you pleasures, where did it come from? We say it was created, originated by a creator for a purpose. We just need to use our mind, our intellect,
and our common sense, which
seek common sense.
Correct. Men, will they all be in heaven then?
Hang on.
Know that was
These Neolithic men, what do you know about them? How do you know about them?
Well, fossils.
No. What you have is remains of certain teeth or a bone here and bone there.
So you don't believe in dinosaurs, basically? Dinosaurs didn't walk the earth.
Slow down. Dinosaurs or any other creation, these are creations of God. Human beings, in whatever form they were, in your belief in early system, creations of God. Every creation, God has created for a purpose. Human beings specifically, with the intellect and intelligence and rationality, to make the distinction between right and wrong and truth and falsehood, has been created with a specific purpose to worship God, thank God, glorifying God, and acknowledge Him.
And when was that created? When did that happen?
Hundreds and thousands of years ago, perhaps.
So why doesn't Islam go right back then?
No, Islam was there with the first man.
To the cavemen and so on.
No, you're again getting it caveman. Caveman?
Yeah.
How do you know what cavemen did? You have to have some remnants of their
well, we see
intellectual. Good. So that means even if you have an individual which you think is like a caveman, they had the capacity to express themselves, meaning what? They had the intellect. If they had the intellect, they would have the guidance from God to worship God. Simple.
Do you think Islam was there from the
first man? Islam was there with the first man. First man had Islam, and his progenies continued this message. People forget, and this message continued. Okay, what is Islam? Islam is
a
that
man-made
you.
kind of system for
That's what.
creating
That's
wealth, like every other bloody religion,
No, no.
creating wealth.
That's the problem you're thinking. You know what Islam gives you wealth? It tells you what, you know what? Be charitable, give your surplus wealth to the poor. That's making money, right? Islam says do not take interest. Is that making money? Islam says if you have a land that you don't cultivate, the state takes it away from you and give it to someone who can use it and utilize it. And Islam says, look, you cannot exploit others in your business and transaction. Be just even if it's against you. That's making wealth.
Okay. So, if
You have really misunderstood my friend Islam. Perhaps, maybe.
You
My
march
friend.
under- you march
When was
under-
I disputing science?
You march under the crescent moon then. So basically,
Wait.
well, Islam marches under the crescent moon, yeah? Well, on their flag, they've got moons.
Listen.
So
This is
what's
where,
that about?
let me explain to you first. Islam doesn't worship a moon or the sun.
why-
In the Quran.
Why have the moon on the flag?
I'm going to explain to you. In the Quran, just to lay down the scene first, it tells us very clearly in the Quran, do not worship the sun or the moon, but worship the one who created them both. Worship God who created them both. So don't worship anything of the creation.
Why on your flags, on your banners throughout
answering.
Islam, do they have the moon, the crescent moon?
I'm answering.
That's why
I am answering,
Yeah, yeah.
right? There are many Muslim countries.
Yeah.
Are you saying all Muslim countries in their flag has a moon?
Well, many do, and it's quite
Wait.
standard, isn't it?
It's important to understand that.
Let's concentrate on the ones that do then.
No, it's important to understand. If moon is something essential for us, then it should be in all of the flags. The fact that it's not, it tells you like, oh, it's some people's choice to put a moon in the flag. It
For
started.
some reason that
Yes.
Muslims decide to put
Yes.
a moon
It
on the
started-
flag. I'm asking why should that be? Maybe
You've
for
asked
looking
me.
at the moon, I don't know.
You've asked me 3 times already when I'm about to answer. Right. Thank you. It started with when in early times when Islam was expanding. The way when it's opening up new lands, so it didn't just destroy the places of worship as it opened the lands. For example, say Islam went to Egypt and there were a lot of Coptic Christians. Did it just go and demolish all churches? No. What did the churches have? The churches had a cross, a crucifix. Okay? So how do you not demolish a building but still make it a place of worship for the Muslims, but identify that it's not a church? You remove this cross and put something symbolic that they know that it is not a Christian place of worship. So
Why not a star? Why not a rainbow?
Listen,
why not?
look,
Why a moon? is
I
what
am
I'm saying.
telling you, I know it's been patient enough. We go by our monthly calendars, by the lunar calendar. You know, England here, or everywhere in the world, they follow the Gregorian calendar, okay, which is based on the sun, movement of the sun, isn't it? The solar calendar. Islamic months, the system of counting months and days in the years, is based on a lunar calendar. So they took the symbol of the moon to say, okay, this is the symbol that we're going to use when we go put places of our worship, so people know that this is an Islamic place of worship. They could have put a symbol of anything. You know what? Imagine they put a symbol of a heart. That would and then some people later may still question, why they put a symbol of a heart? Why not a whatever, right? You can always question it.
It was the Ottomans who started it originally, and it was a decoration symbol, and it wasn't even considered a religious symbol until Westerners started saying, oh, Muslims have got crescents above their buildings, and then more and more buildings started having it when Westerners started looking at it as a symbol of Islam, as the crescent.
The flag of Islam, unfortunately, has been robbed from the Muslims now. Do you know the flag that ISIS uses? ISIS, this terrorist group. No, you know what?
moons on that.
No, there's no moon in it.
Or hearts.
No, there's no moon. But what does it say? There is an Arabic writing says, La ilaha illallah, wa la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. There is no God worthy of worship except Allah, and Muhammad is a messenger of God. That is the flag of Islam. That is the flag that early Muslims, when they went and conquered and opened up other land, that's the flag they used. No sun or moon or a heart, but this statement, La ilaha illallah. Okay? That is our flag. So when people put the moon thing like this, it's just initially, as my brother said rightly, the Ottomans' endeavor to distinguish the places of worship, that this is not Christian or pagan, but the Muslims.
Okay, final thing then. In conclusion, the ultimate for you would be one world with one religion. Alright? Well, I just say to you, one religion in this world is tyranny. 2 religions in this world is civil war. 3+ religions, welcome to fucking Merry England.
If you have a system where everyone opts and
It's
chooses...
tyranny. One religion, tyranny.
No, let
2
me...
religions, civil war. You see
let me-
Catholic
let me-
peasants, Sunni Shia,
Let me show
more
you...
religions.
Let's understand logically.
Freedom.
Let's understand logically, right?
Yeah.
If you have many people cooking each of their ideas, baking, it will be a mess. If you have one good baker who bakes for the Queen, that will be the beautiful and the most delicious cake. For example, listen.
It's tyranny, isn't it?
Listen. In terms of which works better, we are talking about governance of systems which encompasses our private life and our public life. How we interact with other people. How we see people who are gay, for example.
I love the diversity.
Look.
End up where you are.
Let's understand that. You have to have a system where it incorporates every people with their different mentalities. It has to cater for all of them. If you have a system where everyone's making out their law left, right, and centre, one day you say I believe in democracy, next day I believe in fascism, you'll be a chaos. But if you have a system where everyone says the best law, the best guidance, the best rule is the one who knows us best, is the creator, then you say, what's the problem?
What's the problem? We'll end it at that.
Take care. Take care, my friend.
Says though, isn't it? What kind of laws?